Hey, what's up guys? Today we're cooking in the garage. We're doing some country style pork ribs. They come from pork butt, which is not a butt, it's a shoulder. So they're just cute little chunks of pork shoulder that look kind of like ribs. And we're gonna be doing them Mexican style. And in particular, we're gonna be doing them al pastor style. I'm saying it loosely. We're mixing it up a little bit with some ingredients that you're going to be able to find at your store, just like me in Podunk, Indiana. We don't always have all the ingredients that we need, so we're going to make up for it here with some alternatives that you can find in your local grocery store. So let's get right into it. Al pastor uses pineapple, so we are going to use pineapple. We're going to go ahead and prep this. And we're going to save some pieces of it because not every bit of it's going to go in with the pork. We're going to make some salsa with it later. So we'll go ahead and start by cutting off the that. And then we're just going to come in and start trimming down the sides. Okay, just go ahead and cut the rind off. Just like so. Get some of these, little eyes. I don't know what you call them. Get down as deep as you can. Yeah, we don't want to lose too much pineapple. Ain't gonna hurt somebody to eat a little bit of that. Of these guys here. I don't know what the technical term is. Look it up. Gonna trim it up real nice here. Like it. All right, we'll go ahead and cut that bottom off. There you have it. Little pineapple, buddy. All right, then I'm just gonna cut down along the side of the core. Like so. Coarse and hard. We don't want to eat it. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep this bigger chunk here to make our salsa in a minute. These two chunks to put in with the pork later. And then this one is going to go in the marinade. So I'm just going to give it a rough chop and we'll put that in our marinade. So we're going to use our food processor here. And we're going to go and throw in these chunks of pineapple, and we have a whole bunch of spices. We have paprika, a little bit of chipotle chili powder, a bunch of ancho chili powder, cumin, coriander, oregano, salt, pepper, cinnamon, and 1 clove, and some garlic. I'll put all the ingredients in the link in the description, but we're gonna go ahead and dump all that in. And then we're gonna juice some limes in there. Give them a little roll here to kind of break them up, get the juice all loosey-goosey inside of there, and we'll just squeeze it right in. So we're gonna do 3 limes. Just squeeze the life out of them. I don't know, I heard one time Andrew Zimmern say that you don't need to squeeze the life out of them. So maybe I'm wrong on that. Something about like the last bit of juice that comes out, it's kind of bitter. I don't know. I mean, who really tests this kind of stuff, I'm the lime scientist. I test every bit of lime juice for bitterness. All right, there's our lime juice. If I were guessing, I would say that's like a third of a cup. So just use real limes, don't buy bottled lime juice. Okay, so this here is a red chili vinegar that we made for some other projects. And it's basically apple cider vinegar, red pepper flakes, a whole lemon, and a little bit of date syrup. We like date syrup here. So anyway, we're gonna do half a cup of that. And the last thing we're gonna throw in is more date syrup. The pork's gonna be smoking for a while, and part of the way through, we'll turn the heat up and get a little caramelization on them before we wrap them up. So the sugar in this is gonna help with that, help get some color on it, help get some, caramelization, a little charring going on. We're gonna do, we'll call it 3 tablespoons. Let's go ahead and finish that bottle off. I'm gonna blend it up. We just want to blend it up nice and smooth. That's right. Get that pineapple pulverized and blended in. All right, see how that looks. Taste. Oh, smells good. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. All right, I like it. I like it. We'll go ahead and get the country ribs in here and start rubbing them down with the marinade. That. What? Glove up. Gloves. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Sanitary reasons. Blow my hot, dirty breath inside of the gloves. Oh, yeah, it helps when you're a little sweaty and wet. And I think we'll start with about half of the marinade and we'll see how that goes. I might want to save a little bit to brush on the meat as it cooks, but we may need it all. So I'm just going to get in there with our hands. We're just going to start rubbing it. Yeah, I think that's enough. We'll save the rest of that marinade. So it's about half of it to coat the meat initially while it's raw. We're gonna let it marinate for about 3 to 4 hours. Make sure everything's good and covered. Get between all the pieces there. All right, so that's good. All right, we'll go and throw those in the refrigerator, the Kelvinator, and we're gonna let them sit for 3 to 4 hours. And then we'll come back and throw them on the smoker. See you in a few hours. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the old Pitboss, and we'll put it on 400 degrees. So we're gonna go ahead and char up this pineapple. Okay, we got the smoker firing up. We're going to char these pineapples for a little added kick, added flavor. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna brush on some oil. This is a nice neutral oil. Doesn't have any real flavor. It's avocado oil. I don't mess with much else other than avocado or olive oil, but avocado is where it's at now. It's not going to leave any olive oil flavor on it. So just go ahead and brush that all over your pineapple. Both sides. A good, nice color. Get a good fire going now. Okay, so what we're going to do on this is we're going to open up this baffle. So we'll just pull that open. We open the gates of hell. So the fire is right underneath here. So we're gonna have some really intense heat right over that. And what we'll do now, we're gonna go throw our pineapple on there. We'll get a little smoke flavor on it, as well as some charred crispy bits. Kind of rearrange them a little bit here. You hear them sizzling. Like that sound. Yeah, there we go. That's a good color right there, baby. Oh yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and flip them both all over now. Look at that. That's good caramelization. Those are looking pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and take them off, and we'll set them aside until we're ready to use them up. We got the Pitboss fired up, and we're at 225 right now. So go ahead and get the meat out of the fridge. It's been in there for two and a half hours. So it's probably good enough for now. You can go longer if you want, but we're gonna keep brushing this stuff on while it's cooking. So I'm not super worried about it marinating for that long. So we're gonna go and throw it on. Smells good. I want to keep them up away from the flame as much as possible, and we're putting them over some foil so any of those drippings that fall off aren't going to be burning and smoking the place up. Okay, let those go for probably 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and start basting them and brushing that marinade on them. All right, let's see how these puppies are doing. They've been on about 30-45 minutes, so. Oh yeah. Take the rest of our marinade that we saved. We're gonna start brushing them. Covering them about every 30 minutes or so. 45 minutes. You know, need to be every 30 minutes. Just use your judgment, whatever you want. Just the more you brush on, the stronger the flavor is gonna get, obviously. Keep that in mind. Just make sure you leave some space between them. That way all the smoke can get between each piece, and you get good even cooking and smoke, you know, distribution and all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and let those go another 30 to 45 minutes. Once we get up to around 140, 150-ish, we'll probably go ahead and wrap them in some butcher paper and throw our pineapple in with it, and create the al pastor. That's what we'll do. Looking good though. All right, it's been about 2.5 hours. So I think we're about to the point where we're gonna wrap these things. Just gonna get a temp on them real quick. So a little bit hotter than when I wanted to wrap them, but they should be good. We're gonna lay out some butcher paper. We'll go and throw the meat on there. And yeah, they're a little hot. You might want to use tongs. Whew. The sauce is the hot part. I'm gonna scoop these up here, and we're gonna grab our pineapple that we charred earlier. And we'll do these two pieces here. We'll save that with the salsa. So we're just gonna go ahead and chop these up into smaller pieces and kind of mix them in there with the pork, and then we'll get them wrapped up. So let's cut them into pieces like that. And then we're just gonna drop them in here and just kind of mix them in randomly with the pork. Put some underneath, kind of like sticking between the pieces, like so. That. It's up here. Get up there, fool. All right, we got that all situated real nice. Man, I want to take a picture of that. That's so freaking nice. Give me a sec. Okay, so now you got everything kind of piled in there. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. So we want to wrap it up nice and tight. it down in. Make sure all of our components are staying together nicely. Because we want this to basically kind of steam everything together. The pineapple, the marinade that we brushed on, all the pork fat that's, you know, kind of floating around in there now. So, fold up the sides like that, nice and tight. And the end of your pile there. And just flip it like that. And honestly, that's probably good right there. We'll just kind of roll and tuck this back underneath itself. You got a nice little pork packet there. So we'll throw it back on the smoker. And we probably got another hour or so. Probably want to get around 190-ish. So probably about another hour. All right, let's check these out, see where they're at. Some of the fat that's soaked up. About 190 right in the middle of it. All right, I think that's good enough. I'm just gonna go and pull it out. And while those are cooling off a little bit, we're gonna go ahead some tortillas heating up. All right, let's go and get these babies opened up, see what they look like. Oh my gosh, look at that. Woo! That looks good. All right, let's get some toppings. So we'll bring out that other half of the onion. Little pinch of cilantro. Bit of rough chop. Okay. Just go ahead and toss that up with the onions there. So let's go ahead and plate one up. A nice looking candidate. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of chop, and we'll throw in one of the pineapple, little pieces of pineapple. Plate some of that up on the tortilla. We'll get some of this chipotle pineapple salsa on here, and a little sprinkle of our cilantro onions. Give that a try. Oh man, that's a freaking taco right there. There ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I wouldn't change a thing. So, thanks for joining me today. I had fun cooking these. These were kind of an experiment and turned out awesome. So, click the link below and that'll take you to the recipe at oakenblade.com. So, check that out and try it out. Let me know how it goes. I've got links to my Instagram on there. Everybody follow me on there too. Comment down below what you thought of it, what you would change if anything. Give it a try. Thanks for stopping by. Later.